Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The Man Lens back again with another video. So we finally got this lens. I've been hunting for this lens for quite some time, and for those who know photography, who deal with photography, they know how, should I say, important or how much this lens is considered like a holy grail of lenses. And I got the one with the red ring. But this is the version 1 of this lens that came out years and years back, because yeah, the newer version is a little bit more expensive. And to be honest, I personally shoot around like f4, f3.4, f3.5, f3.2. Generally not at f2, unless it comes to a push, then I will shoot at that focal length. I've been using this mostly with my Canon 800D there. There is with my Canon 800D. It's quite a very good combination. I've only done like one photo shoot with it so far, so I can't really say much about it because I haven't done a lot of work with it. That would be misleading for me to say, hey, this lens looks this and that. No, I haven't done a lot of work with it. I still have to do quite some work with it. The 70 to 200 f 2.8 from Canon. This lens is pretty heavy. It's about 1.4 kilogram, if not a little bit more. This is not the IS version because I intend to use it mostly for photography. And if I have to use it for videography, it's definitely not going to be moving shot. If it comes to a push, I will then probably be using something like I'll put an IS on my camera. At least on the Canon, I have an internal digital IS that crops in because it's already a crop sensor and crops even further. But it's a very, I think in every photographer arsenal, this is the lens that you need to have. And one thing I also want to say is, so recently I was speaking to one photographer I met at a restaurant where I went to eat with my wife, and he's using the R50, one of the Canon US release. He's using the R50. However, he was asking me about advice regarding lenses, and I told him like straight up, just buy EF lenses and adapt them to the R50 because you just need one adapter, and you buy cheaper lenses on the EF market at least, because those lenses are still very readily available and they're very easy to come by. So readily available, easy to come by, and actually very, very inexpensive compared to the RF proposition that Canon is giving. And that's one thing that photographer needs to do right now. You need to invest in older glasses because glasses per se don't lose that much value, and there are not a lot of changes that happen to them unless really you are looking for a glass with character like your M44 mount glasses and stuff like that. But you don't get a lot of, like with this glass, people won't know the glass that I use for photography. And if I rock up with a glass like this big, and it does give you value. It does give you not value, but it does give you a little bit of consideration, and people look at you easily. And this ring also comes out, so that was one thing that I was concerned about because I didn't see how it comes out, but it can come out like this, and you have the glass literally just like this without this ring. But I've been keeping it out because it allows me to carry it. I got it for a decently good deal, to say the least, especially in terms of South African market, because yeah, it's going for it's going for average for that price about $350, $400. So in South Africa, you just convert it to rands, you get the price in the rand market. I generally buy one piece of gear every year, or like this year I bought a little bit more because I needed an upgrade in terms of my editing tool. So I use this remote control from XP Pen, and I generally don't buy a lot of gears. I buy the gears that I need. For example, the 70-200 has been a lens that I've put in my cart. If I say cart, if I've put in my wish list for a very long time, and I got the opportunity to get it, I went for it. I'm a little bit, let's say, financially constrained at the moment, but I think it was an investment that I needed. And I'll give you an advice: never buy a glass or equipment in the hope of getting more job with it. Get the job and then buy the equipment equivalent. It's true that some of these things, because you don't necessarily come around, and the opportunity don't come around all the time, you get them. So that's probably will be my biggest advice when it comes to buying lenses. And maybe that will be the subject of this video, because a lot of people tend to buy glasses and acquire gears without even having any objective or opportunity for them. So I know I already have a few clients lined up this month, and I knew that having something like this would definitely make my job a little easier. I generally, for all my telephoto stuff, I generally used to use my Sigma 105, but at this time, to be honest, it's a good lens, but I was just feeling a little bit limited because it's a prime lens. And for those who don't know, the difference between a prime lens and a zoom lens is that with a zoom lens, you literally can, you don't need to move. The lens do the movement for you. So you go from, you can literally just zoom out and zoom in and get whatever you looking for. So that's a little bit of the difference. I'm just trying to talk to my Fuji rep because I've been wanting to get the Fuji XM5 for a review. I don't know if he get it, so I'm going to ask him in a bit. Get back to him. So let so that's it. I got myself a 7200 f2. I think I got the f2 and not the f4. One of the reasons because I needed that flexibility of the f2. Even though I generally don't shoot at f2, even on my Sigma here, I generally shoot at f3.2 or 3.5. So probably will be shooting this generally at f3.2 or 3.5, barely f4, unless really needed, just to show you that difference. So I'm going to do a comprehensive review of this lens, as much as it's a very, very old lens, and this is the very first version of the 72-200 that they released, and it's still working fine. It's still in really, really great condition. I got it for a good deal, to be honest, and that's something that really just counts for me. So there is the lens for you. I know people love gears, and yeah, gear is nice, to be honest, but you need to buy them really for a reason. So that's the reason why I bought this one. Quite a lot of things coming up. This is not a review of the lens. It's just going to be sort of a like my first impression of having a lens like this. Did only one photo shoot. It was unfortunately a dark, couldn't set up a lot of light, so the picture didn't come out as I really wanted them and as I really like them. But it is something that yeah, we're going to be using a lot in the business. Try to get a little more clients with that as well. So yeah, that's it for this one. It's a very all over the place video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.